Bet.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. All right, so I'm here with the bro, Marco, C major. And just dropped. The video just dropped. Not the song. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since the song dropped, but the video just dropped. It's been a few weeks ago. How you feeling?
Absolutely. It's done. The song is done. Not the song. The song's been done, but the video is done. The video was like, for me, like a whole 6 months of planning with the director, the cinematographer, all these different people, and then adding all these people on, like throughout the process. It's all good though. We have fun. Yeah.
Seeing it, you saw it a bunch of times, but seeing it for the first time officially out, how did you feel? I
actually only watched it twice before it released.
Okay.
I chose not to watch it as much just because I wanted to have some type of genuine feeling about, the video. The same feeling everybody else got when they watched it, you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm biased, you know what I'm saying? You hating this and that. Nah. But I rock with it. I love films, like musical films. I've always been like that. That's one thing I loved about MJ. He told a story in his films, you know what I'm saying? Music visuals. And so when I started doing music, I mean, like I always wanted that to be a thing where it was just straight up visual. It was a story. It wasn't just like we sit in the car, you know what I'm saying, every day, vibing to the song. Like, do that on TikTok. Don't do that here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Thanks. Before we get into the video, I do want to go back and let's talk about the song. Let's talk about actually before we even get into the song, what was the writing process like? Like, what made you? Was there anything that happened that make you want to?
Niggas be hating, bro. Like, what you mean? Like, niggas be doing what they do. It's like they'll just come out of the blue random, just like, yo, what's been going on? But it's only when you do something that's like worth something to them, or like something that they feel like is unattainable. And they start popping out of nowhere, like, yo, we've been cool all this time. No, we haven't, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I think during COVID, I mean, everybody was kind of feeling alone, but for me, I was more so processing the years that came before COVID. It was just like, yo, how many people do I have left? The people that started with me. How many of these people can I actually call tribe? And how many of them actually only come around when we do stuff? And the reality was, you got a lot of people that only come around when
it's hot.
When it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Or when they feel like you hot.
When they feel like they can benefit from it.
Yeah. So instead of like just cutting people off, it was like, let me cut you off, but also here's the reason.
Let me let you know.
Here's the reason. So it was on an album where I was just kind of letting people know where I was and where I felt and where I came from. You know what I'm saying? So
but I feel like we had an all-time high, like that attitude, clout chasing. Like, clout chasing used to be like a trendy, cool thing to say. That is like a real epidemic. Like, that is a real thing. Like, clout is almost like in some people's mind, like a real currency, and people really do whatever for that. And so this song was like, especially at that time, but even now, like, this is like this is a timeless song. This will forever be, a thing.
Absolutely.
So like you mentioned, we recorded this in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic.
Pause. So yes, we recorded this in the middle of a freaking pandemic.
Yes.
I was shut down in this very room. The day we had a show in this very room, the day they declared it a national situation, and they said everybody stay home. We were here.
We had already rehearsed. Like everything. Like
everybody was flown in. We did everything. And that morning, they hit us up and was like, "Yo, you want to still do the show, or you want to cancel it?" I'm like, "No, we still doing this show." So, like I was saying earlier, we got like threats saying, "Yo, y'all are doing this and this and this and that," and we like, "All right, bet, see you at the show." But we recorded this in Nashville. We locked ourselves in the studio. And I think you had caught COVID already.
We were supposed to go like a week before we actually recorded it.
Right, and you caught COVID. And then the next week, one of the musicians that was supposed to come in caught COVID. We lost the orchestra, we lost the choir. And so I'm in there just trying to do everything. Like, legit, you remember, like, legit.
Different voices, different
voices.
Different tones.
And so the homie came in, Buck. He brought his son, Mason. That's a kid's voice.
We masked up.
You know what I'm saying? We masked up around him. That's a kid's voice you hear in the background saying, yup, on top of his and mine and everybody else who was in the studio. So, that process was crazy. The writing part, I mean, it was what it was, but I think the the way it went down in the studio was most special because it was like we had to kind of figure out certain stuff. Yeah. And when things kind of go wrong, you still have to live in that moment and make it an experience for everybody that's in the room, regardless of how you feel as the artist. And I think that we won with that.
And I say, like, I speak on my experience from just recording it, and even like the production. Like, I feel like we're so locked in now. We've been working together for I don't even know how long. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Years.
Crazy years. All my career, like. And so everything was so seamless. I remember everybody. We had a few people that come through the studio during all of those sessions. That was like a year long. I don't know how much time we spent recording this whole thing, but it was a long process. So we had people coming in and out of sessions and stuff. But everything everybody would say when they leave was like how quick and how efficient we worked. Yeah. And I would always be like, it's because I know what he finna, like, I know what you're finna say next. I know where you're going next. I know we don't have to communicate. Like, our sessions be silent almost until you sing it. It's like, you don't got to say nothing. Like, all right, I know where we're going. I know, all right, we got harmony. We got 4 harmonies here. Okay, let me go ahead and get these 4 harmonies. And
right.
I already know where we're going. And so I think the whole process, even we get to the video, the whole part was I know you had a lot of, things going, a lot of stress going on, but in my eyes, it was very seamless, very stressless, like no stress. Like, it was easy, bro.
Well, I'm glad it was stressless for somebody. But nah, it was love. I loved it. I mean, that was probably one of the easiest sessions in my career.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. Yeah.
So we record the song, we drop it, give it to the world, and then we come back and you're like, nah, I want a video. Not just a video. Like you said, you want a motion picture. You want a movie. You want something that really tells the story of what's going on. The song, we've been out for some years now. Like, why was it so important for you to still reach back and get this one and choose this one for the video? And then why was it again so important to do it in this way, not just running?
I mean, the first video we shot from the album was Black Vultures. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then the next one I recently shot while I was in Africa, which was Across the Water. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Well, technically, it was 4 a.m., the whistle joint, you know what I'm saying? But we did Across the Water. But then I reached out to Ken Martell in New York and was like, yo, I want to work with you. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? And I was not expecting him to hit me back. He hit me back on like, bro, send me some links. Like, send me some links to your music. And I sent him a link to the album. Was like, you just pick, whatever you feel, whatever song you feel outside of the ones we've already recorded and let me know. Yeah. And then he hit me back with Allison Lopresti, and I'm just like, yo, what y'all got? And they say, yup. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, that song? You want to do yup? Yeah. And they looking like that's the most marketable song on the project to us, like, when it comes to commercial music. And we're just, like, we're so impressed with how quality this music is and how, like, above so many others, you guys are still being independent. And so I was like, all right, well, let's just try it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just come up with a concept and let's do it. Yeah. And she came back and that's where we are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And she killed it. She wrote the script, kind of designed everything, went out, and mind you, she's doing all this while we're in Memphis. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we're doing massive calls, massive FaceTimes, and she just her and Ken and the entire team really.
Crazy.
And so this video, like, this visual was very necessary. I knew I wanted to do something for Yup and Back to the Culture. We haven't done Back to the Culture yet, but pretty soon. Absolutely, pretty soon. But this one was very important just because, like she said, this is the most commercial joint, and this is the most slept on joint, I think, just because people, once they sense some type of like confrontation in the song, it's like, let's turn it off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not really confrontation though. It's like,
it's the truth. I think people needed what I've been getting feedback too from people that watch the video. From our perspective, people needed to see the video now people. I think the video helps connect the message. And so, so people are like, oh, it's so catchy. I understand. Like, people can hear the song and they might hear what you're saying, but listening is such a passive thing. Now they're probably driving, they're probably cleaning the house, like whatever. But when you can focus on something in the video, and then it connects with you. Oh yeah, I done blocked people before. I done been blocked before. Like, this is like a very like common thing. So people been coming up to me like, oh, the song is so catchy, bro. It's so great. I was like, bro, this song been out for like years, like 4 years, bro. Like years. But I understand.
But if not, like, if a million people haven't heard it, it's still new.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still new.
Something to connect the vision. Last thing before we get into the actual plan of it, you talked about Ken, Ali, all of them. This is the first time I've seen you be. You are very hands on, but like as far as like direction and stuff like that, like This is the first time I've seen you kind of like give any of that control. What was?
Oh my gosh, that was the most stressful point.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, they didn't know it, of course, just because they haven't worked with me before. And that's what brought on the most nerves for me. Like, you, Robin, Lorraine, everybody that was there knew it. Like, y'all could see it in me every day. But waking up and being like, yo, you're supposed to be on set, where you at? And I'm like, all right, we on the way. We get there, and it's like, what we doing? I've never walked onto a set and said, what we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always been like, why you over here? Why you doing? You know what I'm saying? And just to put that power in their hands. But the saving grace is, like, every single person that was on that crew, like, they on, like, that next level. Like, they record Law and Order and Power and stuff. Like, they shoot these types of films. And so there was absolutely no doubt in my mind that they were going to do an amazing job, but just not knowing the direction.
It drives you crazy.
And just being told, hey, I need you to run. It's like, where am I running to, bro? Like, is CJ with me? Like, what am I doing? And why is it so cold out here? You know what I'm saying? So that was the most, I guess, stressful part about the entire experience for me. But it was also a learning experience, because I feel like when you're placed in those experiences, God is trying to tell you, you need to, like, give somebody else, delegate stuff, because you won't be able to do everything on your own. Realistically, now you can know what's going on, but you by yourself saying, hey, you need to be here, you need to be here, you're never gonna execute the way you should. I think it was definitely a learning curve for me. It kind of woke me up a little bit.
It was great to see. I can see the stress. Obviously, of course.
Yeah.
I was actually like, I was proud of you, and also I was thankful for this. Like, you needed to not be in control of everything. Like, you needed to have something to be like, I'm gonna just, let them do what they do. I can see the push and pull of that, but I think you handled it greatly in below fucking 20-degree weather. Having fucking come to us out here,
freezing.
We're about to get into it. We are in New York, right? What was the temperature of these days we was in?
This first opening scene, it was 23 degrees outside. It was 23 when we arrived, and we stood there. Well, we went to the warming car, but I mean, I didn't really do much.
That didn't, bro.
But shout out to Dante. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to the car. Shout out to the warming, the heating pads, all of that stuff. But that shit ain't matter, bro.
It didn't matter. We was still freezing.
We was getting cooked out there.
But yeah, 23 degrees. We arrived to the set, and this was like, the opening scene was maybe 2 hours after we got there. So yeah.
That motherfucker fresh as hell.
See that jacket? See the jacket?
Hey, yo! What you doing, man? That's crazy.
I didn't meet him.
Wait.
I met him like this.
Hey, send it to me. Send it to me too.
Got you. So what's up? You guys excited to be back? Man, we here. We in New York. It's cold. This man drinking iced coffee.
Iced coffee. 23.
You guys have been overseas traveling, so I get it, but nah, it's not cold. Yo, man, why this dude keep texting me
so hard? Like,
yo, y'all remember this dude? Look.
The interlays, with the text messages and
The
stuff.
dude from back in the day, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, let me show you the picture, bro. This dude right here. Remember the dude with the frosted tips? He used to play basketball with us back in the day.
he had the hair like the dude from the Food Network. I remember.
Yo, Guy Fieri. Yeah, like the rainbow shirt. Okay, chill. Dude used to actually be cool back in the day. Y'all know he used to be cool. I mean, he was weird. He was, we'll give it. It was a little weird. He was trash at basketball. However, dude used to actually
circular motion,
a little bit, despite the hair. But like lately, every time we do a show, we drop a new song. It's only when we drop a song or we do a show, dude hit me up.
New York is a beautiful city.
Hit me up on Instagram or text me and be like,
oh, is
let's
it?
kick it. Even though we're in a different city, let's kick it. We should meet up. Let's do this. Yo, I'm about to block him, bro. I'm about to block you.
It wouldn't have happened, so don't worry about it.
Absolutely about to block you.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Yo, he just blocked me.
I do want to stop this before we get into the chat. All right. So this was funny to me because I feel like you told me like maybe a week before. They were like, we have to act. We got like lines and shit like that. I was like, bro, what?
We have to act.
And so we had lines. We had crazy ass weather. Like, what was we had to like learn like all of this kind of like on the spot because we kind of she gave us stuff, but then she was like, all right, y'all just do whatever y'all want to do. And so we kind of read through it and then kind of reworked everything. I don't know your experience with that, but this was like, it was funny, but also it was a little like, I was a little nervous, like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had crazy cameras too. This is my first time, like, they had a whole rig. Like, what was that? What was that experience for you? Where you seemed like you was just chilling, bro.
I mean, I'm used to it. The only thing I do have to, acknowledge is that, like, when you put me on the spot, like, I focus super hard on never to ramble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it can go on and on and on. And so I'll cut a line short or whatever it is. But I'm used to that type of feel, and I would rather it happen that way. Maybe not this last minute, because I mean we kind of got it that morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the day of, for me, for something as small as this, you know what I'm saying, I think it worked out. Like, if it was like an extensive thing where it was like you gotta be talking the whole video, all right, I need this like a month in advance. But it wouldn't be as genuine, honestly.
Yeah, because we really just was bantering. And then I think the good thing about it being cold, as much as I hate the cold, it forced, like, we had to, like, if it had been any other weather where we can just kind of go into our own silos, fuck around, you could have walked around the city, whatever. Absolutely. But we had to, like, sit in the car together because it was so cold. We had to sit in the, and warm up. And I think we all, at least all three of us, like, that day, we, like, really formed a bond. Like, I feel like I knew that. I feel like we was cool. Like, you still sending them merch, you know what I'm saying? Still homie. Like, and so I feel like we, like, formed a quick bond well enough to get this scene out to where it looked like niggas knew. Well, I don't know you, but it looked like all of us had known each other for.
But we met Dante the day before. That's the crazy thing. Like, we didn't know Dante until this shoot. Yeah. So it was insane. You know what I'm saying? That we formed that close of a bond. Yeah. At least on camera. We still cool. You know what I'm saying? But we be acting. we be acting.
Let's talk about the fits too, bro. This fit is crazy. This jacket is crazy. These pants is crazy. My jacket is crazy. My pants are crazy. What was the inspo? Who did this? What's going on, bro?
Speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? CJ's fit was completely hand painted by me, and the Sound Culture brand. Like, it's all free-handed. It's all, there's no stencil. Yeah. And this is just me laying a garment on the table and just hand painting it. Just like these shoes, just like anything else we do. My pants were cowrie shelled by me. All the cowrie shells were completely affixed by me. The only thing that wasn't Sound Culture in this scene, of course, was Dante's fit, but my jacket actually came from Nerva. Nerva sent me this jacket probably a week before the shoot. I was originally scheduled to wear Sound Culture, but when his jacket came, and I was like, nah, we're wearing this, bro. Because where else am I going to wear this jacket? Exactly. Like, am I walking down the street in Memphis with this on? Like, what's happening? So it actually worked out, like, super perfect. So, yeah, we literally hopped off the bus clean. Yeah,
crazy as hell. I got two behind-the-scenes moments I want to bring up, too. One, that jacket was crazy, but also that joint was shedding everywhere. And we had to have, like, a holder for, like, whenever you had to, it was so heavy that, like, whenever you had to take it out to do, like, a scene, you had to run or anything. Like, I forget the lady name. She had to have, like, a little special hanger, and then she had to cover it up.
Joy
had to cover it up.
Joy literally had to, like, take my jacket and give me a warming jacket because this jacket did shed quite a bit. I mean, like most furs do when it's actually real, but
type shit.
Like, this was new. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, I don't really own furs. Like, what I look like owning, fur coats in Memphis. So when I got this, when I was like, why is it all over my clothes? I even hit, like, Nerva back and was like, bro, is it supposed to do this? And they were, yes, bro, it's actual fur. It's an animal. But yeah, like, she had to put plastic over and everything, you know what I'm saying? And hang it up when I wasn't wearing it. And so that was kind of cool. It kind of made me feel like, A1. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I did a scene, she was like, hold, let me get your jacket. Type of feel. And a lot of people don't know, we had NYPD here. You know what I'm saying? We had real police officers show up to make sure that we were good.
It had to block off the streets and stuff like that. Like, they sat with us, like, the whole day. Like, this whole shooting process. The entire day. They're right behind us here. Like, you see them
literally right behind us. NYPD's right there on the street.
And they were cool as hell, too. We talking boxing and shit.
And they became fans, which is really cool. So, this whole scene said a lot.
Second behind the scenes, mom, you keep talking about this because he tried to blame me for, like, making, because his lips was a little chapped out there. Bruh. But I'm gonna tell you, this is what his lips, they did get a little chappy out there. But look, bro, listen, bro, it's 20-something degree weather. Now, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. I should have been like, hey, I should have noticed it. I think
Dante did.
Dante noticed it. Yeah, I think the homie noticed it, and he let you know. I wasn't locked in, but I'm gonna tell you what. It don't matter. Like, it's 20-something degree weather.
It
bro.
matters.
As soon as you lick your lips, it's coming back. Like, it was so cold, it didn't matter, bro. Like, it was one of them colds that was like, no matter what you do, bro. Chapstick, Vaseline.
He trying to cover it up.
Going
Man,
crazy.
We shot this scene.
We shot like a bunch of scenes,
We shot
bro.
this scene like 4 times. By the 4th time, Dante looks over and is like, yo, you need to go get some chapstick. And I'm like, but by that time I already realized it, because it's a scene that got cut out of here. I don't know if y'all saw it. Well, you didn't see it because it got cut out. But when we FaceTime, Robin, right? And I see it in the FaceTime like, yo, don't say anything. And I'm mad as on the way because I'm looking at my phone like, CJ ain't say nothing. Dante ain't say nothing. But as soon as I put it down, Dante's like, yo,
your lips are
you may want to go take care of that. So, yo, it happens. I get it.
20-degree
but
weather is crazy. It don't
now,
matter,
before
bro.
we do any interview, I put chapstick on because of this one right here. You know what I'm
You live and
saying?
you learn, but boy, it was cold. Everything was chapped on me, boy. I ain't even lie. No
Sheesh. No diddy. It's crazy.
I'm absolutely about to block it. And out. Done.
Yo, he just blocked Guy
Guy Fieri.
All right.
You never get food.
Yo, we don't want it no way, man. I'm starving, man. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. Yo,
Blocked.
They green bubble crazy.
She killed that. Every detail.
Great opening.
Blink, blink, blink. Way surprised.
I'll let it take you.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, okay, hold on now, hold on. We don't get too far now. What is going on, bro? All right. So we had choreograph. What we call it? Choreography?
Yes,
We had
choreography.
choreo. Is that the short way?
Choreo, yes.
We had choreo. This is where I want to go. There we go. All right. Walk me through this.
Okay.
Who came up with it? Whose idea was it? Like, what was the vibe for this? Like, how did this scene even get in this?
I mean, during the planning, Allie was like, yo, do you dance? And I'm like, yes. I started off actually as a dancer. Like, that was what I was before I was the recording artist. So we went through a few ideas, but then I initially hit Robin Sanders up, my big sister. And she was like, absolutely, just get me there and we'll take care of the rest. And so, surprisingly, it was right before we made it that the video, so the week of the shoot, she sent the actual choreography in for the dancers. So Lorraine actually did his job and studied it. Me and Flex got there. We were like, yo,
What we doing?
we don't know what's about to happen, but we're going to stay up all night in this nice Airbnb.
Yeah, we got footage too. You got footage of that, right?
We got footage of that, yeah. So that was the crazy part. We were in what was CJ's room in the basement.
I seen that footage of that. I was like, y'all was in my room. Messing up my room with them dance.
Just running it like back and forth, like over and over and over again. So we actually learned this choreography, everybody, the night before.
Yeah.
The night before, we woke up the next morning at like 5 to be on set by 6:30. And we just killed it. I mean, we did what we needed to do. And the crazy thing is, like, a lot of people don't see it, but Flex's pants ripped. Flex's pants. So these fits are also made by me. I designed these fits. And so his pants ripped. But me being a dancer, I was like, take it easy, bro, because if your pants rip, there's no way of covering this up. Like, you move too hard and too, you know what I'm saying? So this is actually, like, laid back. It's very swaggy. But the end result was crazy. It just looks amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Funny, super funny story. My mom watched this video, and she didn't know you as long as I have. She was like, Marco can dance? I was like, bro, he started off. But I feel like a lot of people don't know.
They don't know that.
Don't know enough. I was like, bro, he teach whole dance classes. Like, this man get down. He's like, I didn't know that. Like, I was surprised. I was like, I was telling her, like, this is light work. Like, boy he get down, like, go crazy. And then the second funniest part was my boy pants but you cannot tell.
You can't tell.
Like,
You can't tell.
Shit.
We literally had to go through like footage
Yeah.
to get like the result that we needed to get. But yeah, in a lot of this, the pants are ripped. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the beauty of like just videography.
Yeah,
you know
bro,
what I'm
and
saying?
figuring it out, and still like that's the hood in it. Like that's the beauty in it. Like that's how we know how to figure shit out, regardless of what happens.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. But I think this scene was important too because like we're telling everything is like very cinematic, very movies, very storytelling. This scene here to me brought it back to this is a music video.
It's a music video.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this, I really think this was like a necessary. And I don't when y'all was I wasn't here when y'all was shooting this, but I don't know if I realized how important it just having 3 people dancing would be until like you see it all together. You're like, oh yeah, we're not just this is about music. This is about the song.
It's about
like,
it's about
dance,
the song.
and it's a danceable song. Like it's a very catchy. Like let's dance to it.
On a notable basketball court.
Yep.
You know,
is that Roker Park? Was that where y'all?
I don't remember the name where we were, but
Yeah.
she definitely like hit us up and was like, we're gonna be on like one of the basketball courts that a lot of people do photo shoots and stuff on, so we need to do it in the morning. That's why we started so early, because as soon like while we were shooting, people walking on with basketball, and like, yo, can we shoot on the other side of the court? No, bro, like what do you do? Move, you know what I'm saying? But we killed it in that instance, and I love it. I love every moment of this scene. Yeah. Just kind of it opened it up for everything.
Yeah, amazing fits, amazing scene.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's like a documentary that never made it. It's exasperating, but my haters working overtime.
Piece was good as hell.
No, it wasn't.
It was old. He had been sitting over like hours. I was hungry. I say that. I was hungry.
Looking for attention, stay away from me. Thinking you could take my lady, I'm afraid you mistake. 'Cause royalty can only fuck with royalty. All they okay. Posting up only to criticize. Perpetrating pushed us into overdrive.
When did y'all even shoot this?
Girl asking all day if she can stay tonight. Always approaching me with the rope.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Patrick.
What? So good to see you.
So good to see you too.
I'm so sorry if I got you.
Okay, you're good. It's fine. It's not even mine. Okay. Have you heard of Marco?
Dude, I think he's in town. Yeah.
He muted me on Instagram.
Really?
Yes.
She was crazy,
I
bro.
think
She
he
was so
blocked
good.
me or something.
He blocked you?
Yeah, after I went to his shop.
Are you guys talking about Marco?
Yeah.
Bruh, all right. There we go. That was crazy. So, all right, we just went through in very short amount of time, like what, 3 days? All of this happened like in the video. So we go. Let's go to this first shot, this studio shot. There we go. All right, so this was almost a whole day of shooting here, just here.
That was the same day as shooting the dance scenes.
The dance scenes, yeah. This is my first day coming in. I think this is the first shoot we did when I got there.
Absolutely, yeah.
I came in like a day late to shoot, and I had some other stuff, and then pulled in. This studio, again, how did this come about? How did this scene come about? What made you, want to get this like a studio scene in here? Whose idea was that? And then like the execution of it, I think was great.
It was definitely Allie. I mean, like Allie definitely she wanted to kind of replicate how it went down in the studio, or how other people think. You know what I'm saying? Things go down in the studio. Realistically, we were in the studio like just me and CJ and like 2 other people that were there to just like photograph.
Yeah, when no bottles being popped.
Yeah, we don't pop bottles in the studio. Like we're not jumping off walls. We're not doing any of that. But for the public, they believe that artists are in the studio doing all these crazy things. I'm never that fly while I'm recording. It's literally always a hoodie. It's always a hoodie.
I ain't gonna let you lie to the people like
no,
that.
it is. It's always
even if it's just a hoodie, boy, be fresh as hell in the
anyway.
Studio,
it's always a hoodie. And so this scene right here, I think was mainly important because this is where you guys are introduced to Dante.
Yep.
this is where I first met Dante as well. And so he walks in the studio. Again, that's why I asked you, like, when y'all shoot this? Because
Yeah, I think you was upstairs eating.
I think I was eating somewhere. But yeah, this was when you guys met. And this ties the whole story together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I had no clue where this was going. That's when you said, like you said, the losing of control, like not having the control about where the storyline is going. I had no clue what was happening during this scene. I was just like, all right, Allie.
Yeah.
All right, Ken, what we doing?
Yeah, and I'll tell you how locked in she was, bro. Let me get this mouse. This was not here. Like she wanted that to be like this was sitting on the couch or somewhere. That was your sound jacket. I think that was my jacket that I was supposed to wear the next day. I think I had my suitcase up and I had put all my clothes out. And she saw it was upstairs. She brought that jacket from like the studio. The studio had 2 levels. We're eating upstairs. She brought the jacket from downstairs and was like, hey, we should hang this off somewhere so it's in the in the shot. That's how much she was like locked in with the Sound Culture brand with Marco. Like she really was like knowing what's up.
And she tied it together.
Yeah, and it's small details like that. Make everything possible.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Again, I haven't seen this video that many times, so you're still pointing out stuff that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then this scene right here is like my favorite. Everybody did such a good. We really had like some good like actors, bro. Like,
they're all Allie's friends. They're all her friends. She called a lot of people in from schools, and they were just like murdering it. Yeah. And mind you, me and you were out to lunch when they shot all this.
I didn't know. When I saw this scene, I was like, when did they do this? When?
She sent us to lunch. She was like, yo, y'all go to lunch. We're going to shoot some more. When we came back, they were done already. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. And then this, bro, y'all going to see it in a little bit. But this man is fucking amazing, bro. He did like 80 flips in like...
Yeah, Mike's a stunt artist. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, he killed it,
hardcore
bro.
Artist, but super grateful for him. Yeah. Super grateful.
About Marco?
Mount Sinai is crazy.
Yeah, we left the motherfucker insane. Yeah. Like, let's go.
Wow. Let's go, right? Still eating this nasty ass pizza.
I was hungry.
Why are you over there?
Because you pushed me. You try to push me in the street. We almost got hit shooting there too.
We did. Yeah. Absolutely.
Bro, running in this weather and with the heavy jacket.
That's why we're running like that. You're wondering why we're running like that.
Hey, that man was cold, bro.
Yo, goofy.
That was so perfect, bro. She killed it. That was great. Yeah, this one. So we gotta stop here. We just saw a bunch of crazy shit. The parkour, like I said, dude did like 20 flips out there. We had to do that scene like I don't know how
so many
times.
times.
Bro. We had to do that, like a lot of times just to get the angles right. I feel like what you said earlier, like the people we were working with were just like top tier, bro. Like they were holding a bar so high, like the cameraman, the guy holding the backpack, whatever they were doing, like everybody was like, nah,
the backpack.
Whatever they was like, whatever was going on, like it was the highest level of whatever. Like this angle wasn't right, the sun wasn't hitting right, like it wasn't just like, oh, I didn't get that. Nah, it was like I got it. It looked great, but the sun didn't move like I wanted to move. So
Exactly.
Let's do it again.
It was so meticulous.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like shout out to Joy. Shout out to Joy Kim. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because like Joy came the first day.
Yeah.
You weren't there yet. While we were shooting that, you were in the air somewhere. And Joy walked up to me at the end of the shoot. She was like, "Well, you know, I'm the assistant, and so." You know, I'm going to be working with you tomorrow. You may not like me, but it'll be fine. I was looking like, nah, you may not like me. But the whole vibe was just crazy. Like her and Allie's energy bouncing off each other. And like, yo, all of them joking with each other. Like we were at the bus stop, like maybe a mile away. And they talking on a walkie-talkie or something like that. And all you hear is like Joy or Levi or one of them were talking to Allie, and Allie's like, "Give me a fucking minute." And I'm like, yo, this is funny. But they were joking, and I think that's their relationship just working. And we were kind of coming in as artists, just kind of like vibing
not
up
knowing
there,
any of them.
not knowing anybody in this shoot. You know what I'm saying? And this particular scene, them running down the street, like I think they shot that twice because they had to. NYPD was gone by then. You know what I'm saying?
But they had to block streets. Like this is
They
a,
had to
this
block
is a very
streets off.
busy like New York. It's like a bodega, a bunch of bodegas. There's a coffee shop. We went there together.
Literally
like
right there, and it's freezing still. So you know this like you said, them being top tier and still being calm. These were all extras.
Yeah, I think everybody knew their role too. Like that was the most important part. Like Joy knew what she was there to do. That's what she said. You probably gonna hate me because I know what I'm here to do.
Right.
Is this Ken here too in this shoot?
So yeah, like that's the crazy thing about it. The cinematographer jumped in one of the scenes as an extra and murdered it. Like and murdered it. He's on the far left of the screen, but he just comes out of nowhere and just chasing me around the city. So it's just the input from everybody just to get the vision and to execute. It's just insane to me, and I appreciate it so much.
Everybody was ready. This and then I did want to talk about too. Like I don't. Do you remember the name of that big ass rig that they had to
rickshaw.
shoot this? The rickshaw, bro. That was crazy. I had never seen no shit like that, bro. They had a guy, a big ass buff dude, carrying a bike. What was it like?
It was like it's almost like it looks like a, what do you call like the joint? Anyways,
like a little wheelbarrow.
It's a wheelbarrow. It's a wheelbarrow. But it was like a seat on like 3 wheels or whatever. And every time we ran, like he would be somebody be pushing him, a big dude be behind him pushing it, and he's holding the camera, like just holding it. So that was like our first time like seeing like cinema type of equipment. So it was crazy.
I feel like seeing that like. From the jump, I was like, this finna be crazy. But when I saw that, I was like, this finna be a fucking movie, bro. Like, and
right.
Like they running, like going crazy. Like you had to like exaggerate everything because like this gonna be in slow mo, so you exaggerate everything. This is gonna be a fucking motion.
This is crazy. I loved it. There he goes.
That was all. Why y'all didn't give me no dance move,
This damn Subway scene. Oh my gosh. I was genuinely tired. And there's Patrick.
That's the end. But before we get up out of here, let's talk about this
First of all,
scene.
let's talk about the fact that CJ likes to, jump around and be like, why y'all ain't give me no dance moves?
Why y'all ain't give me no dance moves? Y'all got me in the studio just
CJ to do. I had to beg CJ to say yup in the song. Like, what are you talking about?
And I muted my voice.
And he see what I'm saying? I didn't even know that. You suck. All right, but this Subway scene we shot so many times, but the actual Subway scene we shot twice because the first scene we didn't get the angles in which we wanted to get. But this particular,
this is crazy. And these are real. These are real people.
These are real people. Like we didn't get extras for this scene. So what happened was, I think the plan was Marco runs down. Mind you, there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't see that didn't make the video. I ran literally from the street down the stairs into the subway. I'm actually being chased. Like, I'm actually being chased. I'm not like, all right, just run, cut. No, I'm being chased by these extras, so I'm real time running. And so I did that like 17 times, so I'm tired. By the time we get down to the subway, they're like, all right, we're about to run the actual subway scene. Marco, you need to run down the stairs and run on the first door to your left. I'm like, all right, cool.
They giving directions like football plays.
They're giving,
make a left to first train, and then we this train only come every 15 minutes.
The train only came every 15, 20 minutes.
So everything had to be like.
And people looking at us like, yo, we're having to keep the way clean. Like, y'all need to go down, go down. You're standing here, and I don't need you here. And by that time, so I'm supposed to run left onto the first door. Mind you, CJ and the other guy is getting on the other door on the other side of the train. And so one of the deleted scenes is like I'm walking down the subway and here's CJ next to me, but he's supposed to act like he don't see me, but he's still wearing the fit. It's not in there. That's that pro editing I'm talking about. But CJ's on there, but you can see people looking into the camera because they're wondering who is this dude, and he's going through it.
Yeah.
Like that's the fire acting skills I'm telling you about. But they legit thought I was losing my mind, like on a train. This dude right here, he turns around and he's like, "Yo, did you just push me, bro? Mind you, we still in New York. We want to fight in New York if you pushed him on the train, especially if there's nowhere to go." And this train was packed, but we killed it. We made this scene work. I jumped off the train as soon as I could because I was scared I was gonna get jumped. But luckily the entire camera crew was behind me, and then you were still on there.
Yeah, niggas was ready. If we had the niggas got cameras too.
Right, we was ready. We was ready.
But yeah, I think this scene was like, and I think it was a perfect like combination of everything. It was a perfect way to end it. This was the last scene we shot. Like the last scene. And so we were all like tired as fuck, bro. Like we had like this day was from 7 to 7 or something. Yeah,
it was like 7 to 8, something like that.
Yeah, and we was late. We multiple locations, hella locations, and this scene here.
And that's run time. Like when we say time, like we're saying run. So we're still supposed to be there like 2 hours ahead of time just to get ready.
Exactly. Like we're there early. So we done woke up at 4. Like y'all, the day before y'all was shooting, the day before I was in fucking form. Like this was a crazy weekend, bro. Like this was just a wild, like everybody was like exhausted, bro. But I think you can see that you were supposed to be like this.
Exactly.
If you're in the context of the video, you've been running away from a crowd of people all day, and so everything worked so well, bro. Yeah. And like I said, it had to be so meticulous. Like everything had to be done so right. You could have missed the train, and then this whole thing we got to do it again. Like
in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then we got to wait.
Everything's on a time schedule, and I think that was the biggest thing for us. But it still worked out, and a lot of things that people don't realize is like, yo, the morning of this shoot, I told him, but the morning of this shoot, we had just gone to sleep around 2 because we still had to get food from the night before. But I woke up at maybe 4 or 5. They were still like asleep. I remember going down the stairs to figure out why it was so cold in the Airbnb. And I fell down the stairs, fam. Fell down the stairs, like hurt my entire right side. So the entire time I'm running, my entire right side is like in pain. The stairs were super slick in the Airbnb for no reason. But as artists, you know, sometimes you do have to play that off. And nobody can know that you are in pain or suffering or whatever. But the camera crew didn't even realize it. By the end of the day, I was cool.
I didn't know nothing.
You didn't know anything. I mean, because that wasn't important to me at that moment. I still had to push through. And I think for that entire next week, I was still somewhere in the store. But it worked out. I think it worked out perfectly fine. And so, yeah.
And then also, Joy, the young lady that we were talking about, this
Joy,
this said, "You're gonna hate me." This is her right here. She did a great job.
Oh, she's in here.
That's not Joy? That's her, right? Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, I don't even realize it, but everybody's on the train. Like, the entire film crew's on the train.
Yeah. I think that's my arm right there, if I remember correctly. That's the paint. So they did a great job.
Alice gonna kill you for pointing that out. But yeah, man, this whole video was insane.
Getting the good stuff.
She raised the bar for Marco Alexander.
It was great. It was great. And then it's a good storybook ending too, right? This scene was crazy. Running down, people were, it's like a rush hour, traffic. But it's a good storybook ending, right? You running from this guy the whole time, and my boy is
already on the train.
Is right there.
It's already on the train waiting on me.
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah. So we walked through the whole jam, bro. It's out. What's next, bro?
Yup is out.
what's
is out. We don't stop, man. We're shooting a video, the next video next month. I'm in the planning stages for that, and then we shoot two more videos before the year's out, and then next year we start on the next project.
Yeah, bro.
We start on the next project.
Getting busy.
Yeah, the entire project.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop, bro.
Yep.
But I'm thankful. So go watch it. Go check out Yup when you get the opportunity. It's fire.
Crazy, bro.
It's fire.
It's a crazy video, bro.
Comment, share, like, do all those things.
All the little, SoundCloud, not SoundCloud.
SoundCloud is crazy.
Social media stuff. Like,
LimeWire,
subscribe, download it, you know what I'm saying? Do all that. It's a great video, bro. I was honored to be a part of it. I was honored to be out there and see everything. I was proud of you, bro. Like I said before.
Appreciate that.
Like it was a great experience for me, bro, to be able to see that side of this game, bro, and the work you put into the money, the financial you put
Jesus
into.
Christ.
Jesus Christ. Everything, bro. I think it was a blessing, bro. It was a great experience, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Go watch that. Go bless yourselves.
Bless yourselves.